Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. We got a freebie free for you all here on the Western Front. Oh, this is an Eastern Front map. I believe it's called the Golden Fields. Let's go through the players, shall we? We have Muru for the United States of America. We're not a commander yet. We have... Wait. Muru? Oh, Eric, my bad. Oh, I'm stupid. My apologies, I saw the name here, the purple one. We have Eric for the United States of America. We have Muru for the United States of America as Rifle Company. Ooh, very nice one. That also means he's gonna get a lot of riflemen out in the field quickly as the big red one. And we have Luca as British Royal Tank Regiment with Anvil Specialization. Let's just check if Eric has picked anything. Not yet. On the Axis side, we have Gates as Infanterie Division for the Wehrmacht. We have Professor as Ostdivision for the Wehrmacht. And we have Arranged Karma as Panzer Division for the Wehrmacht. Triple Wehrmacht. This is going to be a very fascinating game, I think. Ooh, the British are not doing too well early on up here, by the looks of it. Looks like the Americans are going to engage the Germans down here. Australia is present. Altman's going to try and move up, but the Americans are securing the center here. This is a victory point match, by the way. 1,000 points, though, so it's going to be a very lengthy victory point match. See, we have some Volksgrenadiers alongside some Osttruppen here. Osttruppen, if you did not know, were essentially non-Germans or Volksdeutsche sometimes, who were recruited or sometimes volunteered, or sometimes just drafted against their will to fight for the German army, mostly from the eastern countries. Many of them did not really have the best reputation as fighters. Oh, the Volksgrenadiers got shut down. So now it's up to all the non-Germans here to keep the Americans at bay. And they're doing okay, in all honesty. We have some infantry here now, some grenadiers here now for the southern flank. And the British are not doing too well here. The grenadiers are mowing them down. As they... Oh, yeah, that's not good. Oh, the British are not doing well at all. That must be painful. Americans are still keeping the Osttruppen Bay. Oh, we have the blue and gray. This is a very interesting company or division that had a very bad reputation. These guys suffered a huge amount of casualties, mostly because of the negligence and incompetence of their commanding officer. A lot of people died in the blue and gray. Like, the casualty rate was, I believe, over 200%, which is absolutely ridiculous and the highest of any American division. Oh, looks like we have a Ranger. Eric has gone for Ranger Company, the best of the US Army. It should be very interesting. I will expect to see some Rangers leading the way. Okay, looks like the British are stabilizing and setting up here to retake some territory. But the Panzer Division has already secured some ground here. Allies have the upper hand though, controlling 2 of the victory points. The blue and the grey provide the Americans a very cheap alternative to just push onto the field. But he's also used the Big Red One, probably the most famous American infantry division. The Big Red One essentially has been fighting for most of the war, I believe actually since Africa. So they've been around. Oh, we have a longer engagement here. Nice job with that smoke grenade. It's going to allow the riflemen and the rear echelon here to win. These grenadiers are still doing okay though, but they might get overrun shortly. We have some Volksgrenadiers on the flank here to try and support. But I think the Americans might win out here, unless these Grenadiers get some good accurate shots. Pioneers are doing too well. Big Red One is flanking them here, and the M1 Garand is going to mow them down. Oh, and here come the some Volksgrenadiers for the Osttruppen being armed with PPSHs. The Germans actually got enough PPSHs to start converting them, to start using German bullets. That's a pretty big deal and showcases how much the Germans liked it, but also just how well they started modifying them. They got so many of them, they started doing that. Oh, we have a 30 cal here for the Americans setting up. The American machine gun. Looks like it's the water-cooled version. The same one they used in the First World War. More Ostruppen trying to come up here. But Americans are jumping into the building. Egg grenade going in though. Blue and grey trying to get up here. And more units of the Big Red One holding the field too. House collapsing. Too many balls have got into that little straw building. Surprised the Ostruppen are still... Oh, that's a pineapple! Oh, yeah, the American pineapple grenade is really powerful. One of the best grenade designs, I think. While the German steel hand grenade can be thrown further, the pineapple has a lot more fragmentation. Blue and grey and Big Red One are digging in around here. Panzer II Lux, command tank for the Panzer Division. This is gonna be a very big problem for the Allies to deal with early. Yeah, I don't think that British Vickers gonna get out of that. Yeah. The British are not doing too well, but they are taking up. Americans are quickly trying to lay mines. They want to prevent the Lux from flanking them, I think. Rangers are so far proving to be really well here. Another 30 cal up for them. American mortar present too, the 81mm. Oh, we also have some Ranger recon now on the field. The Rangers are elite squads for the Americans and are exceptionally good. These definitely fit the role as like the best infantry in the US Army. They have this weird ability where they can use a bazooka like a Panzerfaust, which I personally think is a little bit weird, but that's how they were designed, evidently. Personally, I don't think that's a good idea for them, because people can just use them as a throwaway bazooka unit that way. Looks like the Ost Division alongside Lieutenant now is going to try and take the town again. Pull down artillery. 7.5 centimeter. And the Lux is moving in. Too bad he would place the mine there, not on that road. But now the Volksgrade has to take up position here with their PPSHs. The Lieutenant is definitely going to buff them up, but so is the command Lux. But they're getting mowed up by the M1 Garants. That's a pineapple. Oh, not good. Oh, and the bazooka got a shot off there. These Raiders are exceptionally good, as I've stated before. Yeah, Ranger recon teams might be a little bit overtuned at the moment. It's mainly only the bazooka ability. Apart from that, I think they're completely fine. Buying a rifle grenade by looks of it too. Oh, hitting the Ostruppen. And then another pineapple. Yeah, the pineapples are really powerful. Mortar for the Germans here. 8.14 centimeter. Northern flank is still firmly in the hands of the Wehrmacht. An Aufklar being called in to keep an eye on the British, I imagine. Americans are securing the town center again, or the village center.
Gather round. I smell orders. Reinforcements in. Well, that's not done. Mark us for duty.
Okay, the British are trying to lay mines on the fire. Well, they were on the fire briefly.
Sappers ready.
221 or armored car for the Germans. They should definitely threaten the American position a little bit. Oh, we have double scout car actually for the for the infantry. That's a very lethal thing. But there's a Ranger recon somewhere. And they just have the bazooka ability. Looks like a anti-tank rifle grenade got shot on it. Destroying one of the wheels on it. But they are gonna die here, I think. Another rifle grenade coming out. Well, we have Volksgrenadiers armed with the STG now, but they're out in the open. Oh, the Americans might have to pull back there. Oh, and they lost the Ranger. Oh, that's expensive. Ranger squads do not come cheap. It looks like the Americans airdrop. Oh, that's an airborne. Yeah, they airdropped in a field gun or an anti-tank gun. Because the big red one can airdrop in supplies for them to use. But Germans are capturing the point now. Blue and grey are being diverted southwards. These guys have no real anti-tank weapons unless they become veterans. The M1 Garands though are still good in the flank. Oh, mortar straight on it. Very nice job to see. Good job, 81mm. And the two Lukes is just driving out on the British fortifications. They're stopping to stop it. And the Grenadiers have lined up behind. Panzer Grenadiers are being prepared in the back. Nice to see. Looks like we have a lieutenant here for the Americans. A2 Sherman. Oh! What killed that? Did I mine? Mine him in the mine. Nice to see. Single Aufklar moving upwards here. Needs to be careful where he moves. It might have been this AT gun. Nah, definitely not the AT gun. But the Americans now have the upper hand on the victory points again.
Looks like we're going in.
More Stupen present alongside the pack. Just in time for the Americans getting an A2 Sherman. At range though, I think the Osttruppen will fare far better than the blue and grey. Because the Osttruppen are using bold actions. Although technically, realistically, the M1 Garand is still accurate at range. The Osttruppen are just fighting better behind heavy cover here. Well, 30 cals now here for the riflemen. But they are doing... The Germans are doing surprisingly well, or well, most of the non-Germans here. Panzer Grenadiers, or well, Grenadiers being armed with scoped STGs, a very powerful little addition. We also have some Panzer Grenadiers here, the 15th. Oh, Sherman got hit by a pack. But the Osttruppen are getting, I think, heavy losses. Oh, that Sherman is still gonna get out there. Barely. Panzer F1 in the field for the Germans. Grenadiers are trying to push up to try and pull the Americans out. The Grenadiers do have very accurate rifle fire. You generally want to use the Grenadiers for long-range cover-to-cover fighting. The most Grenadiers are more designed to assault, if you equip them for that. But there's where the AT gun is also waiting. And the Rangers are just too much for the Germans to deal with. Plus the lieutenant here is really buffing up the American troops. You're giving them 50% more accuracy, that's a big deal. Now we have the British and the tank division, the Panzer division fighting. Panzer Grenadiers trying to flank in here. Using Sturmgewehrs. Oh, we have the Stormtroopers. Or Sturm Grenadiers, rather. The 78th Sturm Division. Where are they arriving from? From the forest? Huh. This is a very intriguing unit of Germans. These guys were essentially surrounded by the Soviets on the Eastern Front, I believe. But that did not stop them from, like, killing a lot of Soviets, despite being severely outnumbered. So those guys are really damn good, but they're also expensive. I think they only are allowed to have one of them at a time, and they're being armed entirely for assault, as they should be. Being armed with PPSHs and MP40s. Very nice to see.
Manufacturing capability has
A2 Sherman now supporting the American advance, supporting the British allies too this way. Oh, that is a heat bazooka. Ooh. I actually see the British can be armed with that. Germans are using the non-Germans to rearm their pack. Looks like there's a captain here lead the infantry to the victory. Oh, packs are already opening fire on the Sherman. And the Sturm Division is trying to flank up here with their assault weapons. Probably positioning here would give them much better flanking shots, but I don't know. Yeah, and armed almost they're armed entirely with their assault weapons now. Which is a lot of firepower. Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers are gonna have to pull up here. Maybe on the southern front, it doesn't look like the Germans are doing too well. They are fighting into American Ranger troops. These guys with a vertical. They do have an MG42 though. We also have the Pegasus division. The Stormtroopers. Oh, but there's mines. Oh. Not well. I think the Ost division should perhaps try and invest in some Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, we have a Hetzer! The 38 Hetzer. This is actually based on a Czech tank chassis, the Panzer 38T, I believe. It's a nimble and surprisingly good little Panzerjäger because of its very small design and its sloping, giving it high effective armor that it should have. But if something penetrated it, it would probably be dead. Yeah, as you can see, this. Well, technically you can go for Panzer F1s, but yeah. Americans just have a very easy tech up, in all honesty. Wehrmacht has a very harsh tech up. But once the Wehrmacht gets to vehicles, they can start to get them out. Now we have a command Stuk here, the Beobax Panzer. A little bit of discussion between the... A little bit of a discussion between the players by looks of it. Oh, but there's a bazooka here, but it's out of range. We have a Howman here for the Ost division. The infantry's gonna have a very hard time, but it does have a Pegasus division at the moment. But they have gotta fight into Rangers, which is not gonna be easy. Looks like we have Sextons now for the British. And mobile artillery platform. Oh, running into Vickers right here, not good. Then Corber to obscure them, nice. But there's a lot of allied firepower here for the Germans to try and move into. But the Sextons are in a vulnerable position for the Beobax Panzer. Getting both of the Sextons, wow. But now it's gonna run into Shermans, but it's getting on the rear of them. Getting one Sherman, nice to see, but the AT gun might get it. No, not so far. Probably has no choice but to be aggressive. Oh my god, I got both! Now that is a very good Beobax Panzer. But it has to get out of there. They don't want to risk losing that. And the Hetzer saved it, but then the Hetzer died. Oh. That Beerbox Panzer is definitely done a good job already. I do apologize for not being able to see all the fighting, but it is a 3v3. Stu in the field, and with a howitzer instead of a normal gun. But Bazooka got it. Yeah, that Bazooka ability is kind of ridiculous.
Listen up! Listen up!
Yeah, the Bazooka is kind of broken. Yeah, I don't think the Ranger Recon should have this ability. Apart from that, they're pretty fine. It's really just that you could use a bazooka like a Panzerfaust over long range. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I really don't think that's a good idea for them. Yeah, I agree, the range karma there. That's definitely something that has to be reworked.
Why are the engineers doing this stuff? This is the captain. Upgrade complete.
Oh, and they're stuck behind there. Yeah, they have to crawl over the cover. Nice to see. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy to fight the recons. Oh, we have a Panzer 4H now. And I think the Rangers are getting a jumbo? E2, there might be a jumbo. Jumbo essentially being an up-armored Sherman. Oh, we are getting a lot of artillery here. Both sides stand to bomb each other.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out. Keep it short. Exhaust damage! Mobility kaput! Exhaust damage! Mobility kaput!
And the Americans can just keep the Germans at bay here.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Too much American firepower. Oh, we have a lieutenant here armed with a BAR marksman. Nice to see. Artillery going in on the Panzer 4H.
Tank ready and waiting. My squad's ready. Shooter! Get eyes on!
Oh, it looks like the blue and grey can be armed with Thompsons. I did not know that. That's a nice little upgrade. But the Americans are getting overrun. This. Oh, good shot with the pack howitzer destroying the gun.
We got a new unit ready.
That is a really lucky one.
The capture point is under attack.
American recon coming overhead. That pack house has done a lot of... It actually took out a tank! Wow! Nice to see that pack house doing that. Blue and Grey moving up rapidly here. Yeah, that is a jumbo. This thing, I believe, has more frontal armor than a Tiger. Which is, on a Sherman, absolutely ridiculous. Like, the Germans are gonna have a very hard time killing this, I am pretty sure.
Pioneers awaiting orders.
MG42 gonna set up around here.
Ready. Go ahead. Under fire.
Yeah, there's very little the Germans can do against the jumbo, I think. Loading Willie Pete. Hitting the foliage though. Oh, the Panzer IV's not gonna be able to fight this. Yeah, the Jumbo is really heavily armored. Need mines or some Panzerschrecks to even try and destroy that thing.
New unit ready and on the field.
They're gonna try and Panzerfaust it. Which did work. You definitely don't want to lose Jumbo to Panzerfaust. That is not cost efficient.
Combat promotion in. Promotion just came in.
German Panzer still holds the north here. The British have not been doing too well.
At your service.
They were pushed back into a little bit of a corner with the artillery. But the Americans are still just providing so much firepower. Look at all the ranges! Holy shit! That's gonna be a lot of elite infantry for the Germans to try and chew through. It might not actually be possible unless they get some very good anti-infantry weapons. Ranger Captain present. Oh, getting hit by a high explosive shot from the pack. And then the stormtroopers are trying to flank. Will the Pete artillery going in? This is some absolutely horrid stuff. White phosphorus does horrible stuff to people. The game really does not showcase how much it actually is. I believe Imperial Dane from the propaganda cast actually mentioned that for the vanilla, that white phosphorus really is so horrible, but but Company of Heroes 2 does not actually show how horrible it actually really is. Saxons opening fire in the German pack. They got it. Anti-tank team present for the Americans. This was generally a task considered to be a suicide job, by the way. So you really did not want to be assigned to anti-tank duty. Will the Pete be loaded in the Jumbo? Yeah, hitting the tank and the machine gun group, burning them alive. Gearbox Panzer moving upwards. Oh, it's gonna try and flank the Jumbo. Oh, but it hit the stone wall. That's not good. It's not able to penetrate. The Jumbo is too heavily armored. Good shot there. He got a rear shot. They have to be very careful though. The Jumbo really does not mess around, but now there's two Jumbos on the field. Fortunately, I think you can only have two Jumbos at a time. So you cannot spam them. Oh, the Infantry Division and the Ostdivision has lost a lot of troops. The Panzer Division still has some infantry though. In the form of good old Panzer Grenadiers, very good infantry. Meant to work alongside tanks. Panzer 4H is blitzing forwards. Loading high explosive on this fighting position. Oh, good shot right there. Main just trying to flank in, but they're getting mowed down in the open. Your elite status does not matter if you're out in the open against automatic fire. Oh, the Volksgrenadiers are stealing a pack howitzer. But they have being artillery, they have to get out of there. We have a major here for the infantry division. Heavy artillery going in here. That poor little town is getting completely demolished. German 76 to support the Jumbo here for the infantry division. Oh, ammo rack on the Panzer 4H. Oh, that's not good. Gearbox Panzer present. Falling in artillery, I think.
Bunker has been improved with an MG-42.
Oh, all these American tanks here, and the Sexton's providing fire support too. Churchill presence for the British. I did not know. Oh wait, yeah, he's Royal Armored. Obviously, that's why he gets the Churchill. Jumper slowly trying to push up. More Panzer IV Hs are coming in. I assume that a ranged Karma here for the Panzer Division is aiming for Panthers. Or perhaps even the King Tiger. But all these Shermans are just continuously coming in now. And this is going to be very difficult for the Germans to come back from, I think. But they still have enough time to do it. They're not losing too many points yet. Churchill trying to push up on the front line here. It lacks any infantry support though, which is gonna make it less valuable. And it needs target for the Wehrbox Panzer. Although the Stuke will not be able to really penetrate this thing easily, so there is that. But the Panzer Division is actually lacking an AT up here. But now the Allies did make an armored push. Oh, it's driving too close. It's gonna get in Panzerfaust range. Now, this is a Churchill though, so that thing is not gonna go down easy. Oh, the Germans are lacking in equipment. Oh, they immobilized it. Now it's easy. Now they just need to get enough munitions to use a Panzerknacker, and that thing is dead. But it looks like the Stuke got it. That's not good. Look at all these Panzer IVs. That's a lot of Panzer forces to try and stop the Americans.
Armor here.
I still think against the Jumbos, they're not going to fare too well. Well, what am I to say? They might be able to take the fight to the 76ers, though. Ah, clear tracks. Yeah, he's aiming for Panthers. He's getting the Panther upgrades. Yeah, he needs the fuel, though. That one is going to be a little bit more expensive. But give it a few minutes and we might have a Panther in the field. Or if he's cheeky, he could just aim for the King Tiger. But that one is even more of a gamble. Oh, we have artillery coming up for the Ost Division. A 10.5 centimeter. And the Americans are setting up a long Tom. 155 millimeter. This thing is an utterly devastating piece of war here. Like the long Tom is that's gonna flatten the German front line. Excellent opening fire. But there's a lack of infantry to cover the British front. Oh, artillery did get someone there though. And the Germans are pulling back for now. They don't want to stay in that artillery zone. Look at all the panzers that have been assembled. Wow. That is a lot of panzers. Stu coming up too. Oh! Jumbo taking some cheeky shots. Artillery going for the major. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Those panzers have to move. Oh, that's some high caliber shit right there. And I think the long Tom is gonna fire too. Yep. They bunch up all their armor too much. You generally don't want to position all your armor so close, or just units in general. You want to split up stuff. But the German howitzers firing back. But the Americans are pushing. The Ostdivision is down to nothing but howitzers. Wow. They even lost their pioneers. That's not looking good for the Ostdivision. Range Karma has a lot of manpower saved up, but I believe that's because he aims for the Panther here. Is he actually gonna wait for the King Tiger? He might actually just be aiming for the King Tiger. Oh, looks like I still got the Jumbo, I think. Yeah, because high explosive caliber heat shell. Yeah, he used the heat shell. That is a huge heat shell. Oh god. No wonder it just flew straight through the Jumbo.
Looks like we're going in.
But yeah, if a range Karma aims for the King Tiger, that's gonna be quite the gamble. Nah, he's going for a Panther instead. He's taking a little bit more safe and conservative option. The Panther is a very good tank and very fast, so it can maneuver around. The King Tiger, not so much. Here comes the 76s. Gearbox Panzers, all that's holding them back. It's surprising doing a good job. German howitzers opening fire. More Osttruppen are coming onto the fields. We have a Comet here for the British. Comet is kind of like the Allies' Panther, so to speak. It's very good at range and very fast, and it has a decent armor, but it should not be just pulled into the thick of it. The British are laying mines, in case they get flanked. A bit of a wise move there. But the Americans slowly just keep creeping up. Luca has a lot of resources they're not spending. I say that as I often do that myself, because I just don't pay attention to it. I just try to play. But if you have that much manpower, at least get some infantry out, I'd say. Always have some infantry in the field, that's what I always try to do myself. You want to have an infantry presence. Oh, all the artillery going in now on the German howitzers. We now have the Panther. Jumbo driving upwards. And the Rangers are creeping up too here. They're destroying the German positions quite handily. But the Panther and the Gearbox Panzer is gonna make their move, I think. Oh, so many German 76s here. And there it goes. But the officer is still alive. But now the Panther reveals itself. The Panther needs infantry to spot for it, though. There's also a lot of mines being set up by the British, so the Panther needs to be careful where it moves. Keep Bazooka team coming up. That'll threaten the Panther. Oh, they missed though. Panther just moving up to support. Artillery coming in, being called in by a major, I think. Yep. 155mm high explosive. Panther has to get out of there. I think the Grenadiers in the back has too. Oh, immobilizing the Panther.
Rested and ready to advance rapidly.
But they can repair those tracks fast. Stuks coming out. Stuks are always a good economical choice, and Stuks are generally very useful. Panther still in desperation trying to keep the allies at bay here. But I think one Panther's not gonna do a lot. Jumbo moving up here. Threatening the German positions. Another heat shield though from the Stu. Oh, it missed! The Stuk here from the flank is actually doing a good job against the Jumbo. They immobilized it. That Jumbo is sitting ducks. Heat shield coming up for the Stuk. The Sugano. 105 Sherman present.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
Panther moving forwards rapidly. Oh, we have a lot of stuff going on. Jumbo down. That's probably gonna give the Germans some time. Panther's doing a surprisingly good job. I should probably not say surprisingly, because the Panther is a good tank. Panzer is coming up here to try and support it. '76 Shermans are trying to opening fire. Oh, long-term shot! Oh, that's devastating right there. Oh, that sucks. That's very painful for the Panzer Division. Command Panzer 4. Yeah, it's this long-term fighting. Major's moving up too. Both tanks are immobilized thanks to the high explosives. More artillery being called in. Jaeger's present, but they're gonna run straight into an artillery zone. I would not want to beat these Jaegers. Oh, and the Jaegers are gone.
Our brave infantry is dying.
Oh, we have a pack for. We have an 8.8 centimeter pack here. The 88. This should be able to destroy most, if not all, Allied tanks that come out against it. Problem is, there's a lot of artillery.
We have additional Ostrom available. They're shooting at us.
Oh, it's not looking too good for the Germans here. All the Allied firepower is just overwhelming. This long time has not fired. Oh, it has fired recently. Okay, I missed it then. Texans have done a lot of damage. But there is counter-artillery going for the Ostlegion's howitzers.
It has arrived.
But they are only on counter barrage currently. I suppose it is smart considering what they're fighting. Looks like the Americans intend to flank north, but there's a bunker position there. But that's not gonna stop the 76 Shermans from just taking a hole through it. Panther is relocating though, but it's revealing its side. Thankfully it moves so fast.
The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to 300 points. The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Yeah, I think there's too many machine guns here on the Panther and the bunker. Because that's 3 machine guns. And then the 4th one in the bunker there. Yeah, the Osttrupper are not doing too well here.
Officers are now available for transfer to the front.
Oh, command Panzer IV is down. It's up to the Panther here. Will the ranged Karma go for another Panther, or will he go for the King Tiger? The King Tiger's gotta be such a gamble if he goes for it. I think he's gonna go for it though. Assault is really going now. Yeah, no, he's going for another Panther. Okay, very wise move. Ranged Karma is being very conservative and being wise with the resources he has. Stu's in the center here. A lot of assault guns. So much artillery going in here. These fields are really being destroyed. Using the Stu's like howitzers, which technically they are. They are howitzer on a Stuk platform. So much artillery. Looks like the 88 was destroyed though. Oh, immobilizing one of the Stu with an artillery shell right there. Another jumbo present. Oh, high explosive! Destroying the tracks and killing the infantry. Oh, the Stus are actually doing pretty good. Of course, you shouldn't underestimate a howitzer on tracks. That looked like a long Tom shot. And so it was. So much high caliber. Like, this is so much high caliber shells flying in, this completely redecorating the earth. Oh, that's the risky move. Trying to load the heat this close. Yeah. The shipments have way too much fire rate. Oh, now there's double Panthers though. Oh, that's not good. Pack howitzer and 3-inch gun is actually damaging the Panthers. And artillery immobilizing them. A good attempt from a ranged Karma, but that's just too much firepower coming in here. The Americans are showing why they have fire superiority right here. That sounds heavy. That's a Black Dragon shot coming in. But the Panther is completely unscathed. That is ridiculous. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
We just lost a unit.
Panther does not play. 240mm did nothing. Oh, that makes no sense. Realistically, the 240mm would have just overmatched the Panther's armor and crushed it. Or the shockwave will literally just set off the ammo, but yeah. That is one lucky Panther. They're standing there under a lot of fire, but it's being mostly unhurt apart from its tracks are gone. I'm surprised this Panther is just surviving all this. He is taking more and more severe damages though, like he just lost his vision block. Oh no, its engine is on fire! Honestly surprising it's alive still. Grenadiers are pushing forwards alongside the Panzer Grenadiers. They're on stage to 105 Sherman.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements. Enemy infantry.
But they might actually save this Panther. So they did. That is surprising. Unfortunately, the other German line's not holding too well. A Comet against Panther is a very interesting engagement. The Comet could technically win, but the Panther won. Oh, that Panther is being very risky. There are mines. Oh, it got hit. But I think this thing has to pull it back. Well, the Americans want to trying to overrun it. Oh, he might actually get out of there. Holy shit.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
Wow, yeah, the Panther got out of there. Wow. That Panther survived so much punishment. That's the force trying to move through the center. Having a little bit of luck. Oh, big push of the southern flank here by the Ost Division. Indeed, there is a lot of artillery. The Allies are showing the Germans a case of fire superiority today. That's why risk men if you can just use shells. That's generally the main thing to go by. Although the British have mostly been an auxiliary role this game by the looks of it, and still are mostly providing a little bit of extra artillery support and not much else. The Americans are doing most of the handiwork. Now bazooka coming out. Yeah, that Ranger Recon bazooka thing really has to go. That's at least my opinion. Another Panther on the fields. The Panthers are starting to come in bit by bit. There's just so much firepower going on here. I do think the Germans are not gonna last much longer though. The Allies kinda have a chokehold on the Germans at this point. All the firepower is just proving to be too much. The Panthers might try for one final big push here, but they have been prepared a lot of mines by the British Commonwealth. Wow! The British Commonwealth went really heavy on the mines. They are bunched up though. Longton is firing. Well, not Longton, Sexton. Yeah, be careful, they are standing really close. Panthers do a very high frontal armor though. So they are surviving for now. But that is a lot of artillery.
Forward structure under attack.
I assume the artillery will soon start landing around the Panthers. Oh, Sherman's trying to pull up. Using rapid firepower. But the Panthers' frontal armor does not care. Oh, there we go. One of them got immobilized. But the veteran Panther is still operational.
Forces have been reduced by one.
Oh, the Sherman's gonna try to overrun it.
The enemy is attacking one of our
But Panzer IVs are covering the flank. Panzer Grenadiers are trying to move up. Some both Grenadiers with STGs to pull up too. Panzer IV H's are pushing. Loader injured in the Panther. And with Loader injured, it's gonna take a while to get a new shell in. Oh, that Panther has to pull back. Oh! That Panther once again shows its resilience. Yeah, but I don't think the Germans can last for much longer. They have lost so many resources here. Ostdivision is trying their best down here, though.
An infantry squad has been killed.
But there's just too much Allied firepower.
We have a new sniper under our
But the
command.
Aufklar coming out onto the fields.
I await your orders, Commandant.
Germans gonna try and flank northwards by the looks of it. They want to disable the bunker, keep an eye on the victory point.
Target destroyed. Shift fire.
Panther has to move out again.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Panzer Grenadiers are pressing now. I'm actually surprised if he keeps them in an assault role while he doesn't arm them with MP40s too. Might just be too expensive. Panther's present. The Panther wants to go in for the kill. Be careful not to overstretch your Panthers. Yeah, like that. The loader is gone.
We are down to 75 points.
But I still had one shell in it. And Panther has to pull back again. But I think the Germans are going to fight to the end here. Not that it's not that it's going to be long. Victory points have almost tickled down. Brave attempt on the southern flank here, though. The Ostdivision tried to push in. There's simply too much Allied firepower.
The situation is becoming critical. We have only 50 points remaining.
Yeah, I think that's just been too much here for the Germans to handle. And these sextons have just been killing Germans everywhere, supporting the American allies.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Overextended Stu here.
The enemy has destroyed a panzer.
Yeah, I think it's over for the Germans. Pretty valiantly fought though, but the sheer amount of allied firepower is just again showing why the Americans are such a powerful faction, especially supported with the British. The allies have so much more munitions to work with than the Germans generally do.
I fear we are losing.
There we go, they surrendered. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this slugfest of a fight. And I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Bye bye!